What's good, everybody? This is BestNetTV with your boy John Mondo, and today I'm gonna talk a little bit about, because, like, as you already know, like I've talked about before, there's a quarantine going on, so everybody's stuck at home. A lot of people are just chilling, laying back, just try to make the time go by faster, stuff like that. Some people are essential workers. Some people are going out working, trying to serve people. And, then there's us. There's the people that are trying to develop a new skill, people that are trying to learn new things. People are trying to make the most out of the time that we're in this quarantine so that they can come out better, essentially. So, and this is one of the things that I'm doing to make myself better, and something that you guys are also doing. So, and some of you guys might be struggling to find direction when it comes to, going about it the right way. So I'm going to share you guys how I'm studying Japanese at home. So far, I'd say I've been studying Japanese for about, I want to say 5 months. Yeah, I'd say 5 months. And so far, so good. I've been doing pretty good as, in terms of like the amount of time I've been spending on it. Because, you get what you get, you get what you put in, essentially. So anyways, let me just cut to the chase. So here are some of the ways that I'm studying Japanese at home. So number one is I've been watching a lot of anime. So even before I was learning Japanese, I would watch anime. I'd watch it like all the time, So, and I think what's really important about learning languages is that you're doing something that you enjoy. If you're doing something that you don't necessarily enjoy in terms of language learning, you're gonna lose motivation a lot faster because it feels like a chore. So, I feel like the easiest way to do this is pretty simple. Find a show that you like, watch it. Just watch it, and another strategy that I do is even if you're a beginner in Japanese, you could do you can watch a video first without any subtitles, and then the second time you watch it, you could watch it with subtitles, or you can watch it for the first time in just straight Japanese, and then the second time you could watch it in the dub version. Now, the key to this is when you're watching it in Japanese, you're going to want to take notes. You're going to want to take notes on sentences that stand out. Take notes on it. You Google Translate it, whatever you got to do to be able to translate it. And then, you make a note of that word. And then it's like, once you make a note of that word and then you hear it again, it's like, boom, it's permanently placed into your memory. It's just like that. It's really easy, and it's something that everybody could do. Because at the end of the day, if you like Japanese culture, anyways, then for the most part, a lot of people like anime. Some people don't, but you can do the same thing with Japanese dramas, movies, things like that. So yeah. So that's one. So another one is podcasts. So podcast is something that I usually use as like a kind of passive listening, while I can do it like while I'm driving. I'll play it while I'm driving. I'll play it while I'm, doing something, just like chilling at home, or I'll actually play it and I'll like listen really hard and try to really decipher what the speaker is saying. So, there's a lot of podcasts out there on learning Japanese, but a lot of them are really advanced. So I found this one. It's called Nihongo kon Teppei. So it's a Japanese podcast that's catered towards beginners. The speaker, I can't remember his name, but he speaks in a type of Japanese that's really easy for people to understand. So if you're looking for a place to start, that's definitely it. So I mean, I still listen to this sometimes, you know, in the background, and you know, a couple other podcasts that I listen to. I'll try to leave the link in the description if I can do that. So that's another one, podcasts. So next would be reading. Whoops, I kind of have it out of frame there, but yeah, that says reading. So reading, this one is actually something that I should try to do more, because it's really, because the thing about reading is, first of all, like you see in the picture that I show up above here, you have access to like these words just like right off the bat. All you have to do is copy down these words, and then it's like boom, you could put them into your, like, whatever you do, your flashcards or whatever, just straight into your notes like that, and then it's really simple. Another thing about these is that, you know, unlike audio, this you can read at your own pace, so there is no missing words. You have to rewind to do things like that. So that's what's really beneficial about reading, you know. And I've always heard that reading is the key to fluency, you know, and I really need to get into reading a little bit more. So there's still so many kanji that I have to learn, so I'm gonna work on that, like, as I'm going about reading. And so yeah, that's another thing. Now, another thing I do, and this one is really important, and this one is flashcards. So it doesn't fit in again, but anyways, yeah, flashcards. So like the main app that I use for flashcard is Anki, but another app that I use is called Spaced, which is basically for like spaced repetition. So like, you know, but it's a different kind of spaced repetition that Anki has. But you know, either one is fine, but Anki is free, so you guys could probably try to use that a bit more. So for example, you see here, like, this is the kind of things that they show on Anki when it comes to your Anki decks. Like, for example, this word is asobi, which means to play, asobi. And so that's the kanji form, and then this the hiragana form underneath. And you know, you can go to the meeting, things like that. This is if you download the deck yourself. So, you know, if you go to get shared decks on Anki, you could download. There's probably like hundreds of like different Japanese decks that you can download to study those like independently. So yeah, you guys can go that route, or you know, you can. You know, another thing that I do is you know, I'll kind of extract this is something I probably should have said under reading as well, because it's part of that too. You know, if you're watching Japanese with Japanese subtitles, all you got to do is, you know, just straight copy down the words that are there. Just copy down the words and then just link them straight into your Anki deck, and then it's like boom, you're basically learning from the anime that you're watching. Now, like, a warning I'll give you guys is when it comes to anime is you guys should, I mean, obviously watch what you're enjoying, like, you know, but try to, as much as you can, try to direct it towards real life conversation, because you know, because another anime I like to watch is Naruto, but in Naruto they've got a lot of vocabulary that's not really spoken like that, you know, and it's good to just know, but at the same time you're not going to be able to use that stuff half the time. So just take what you can from that, you know, take what you can from other animes, take what you can from podcasts, things like that. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're learning from everywhere, you know, you're just constantly just learning. So that's kind of the point of all this. You know, if you're doing all this stuff together, you know, over time you're gonna start seeing lots and lots of progress, faster than you think, depending on how many hours you put into each of these activities. So yeah. So I mean, I hope this motivated you guys. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna do another video about you know, kind of just to motivate people. Probably gonna put it out there tomorrow. It's gonna be solely for motivational purposes. Let's just say that. So yeah, just look forward to that. I'm not really gonna talk more about that until tomorrow. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. If you guys enjoyed it, and I think that's everything. So Mondo out. Peace.